Hey everyone, welcome back to Famous Faces Group TV. I am Wendy, and this may be one of the biggest royal developments since the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped away from royal duties in 2020. After more than 6 years of building a new life in California, Prince Harry and Meghan are reportedly preparing to return to Britain with Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Their children are also expected to begin school in the United Kingdom in September. But before anyone declares that Megxit has been reversed, let us slow down. Separate confirmed information from speculation and examine what this move could actually mean. This is not simply about changing homes. It could represent a major turning point in the relationship between the Sussexes, Britain, and the royal family. According to multiple reputable reports, the family intends to return to Britain for an extended period and live in a private, non-royal residence outside London. Harry and Meghan are not expected to resume their former positions as working royals. That distinction is extremely important. They may be returning to Britain, but they are allegedly not returning to palace control, public funding, or the traditional system of royal engagements. This appears to be a family relocation, not a return to royal employment. The Sussexes are also expected to retain their home in California and their reported property in Portugal, suggesting that they may be creating a British family base while continuing their international lives. For years, people have treated Harry and Meghan's departure as if they had completely rejected Britain, but perhaps their decision was never about rejecting the country. Perhaps it was about rejecting a particular way of living inside the royal institution. Britain remains Harry's birthplace. It is where he grew up, completed much of his education, and served his country and began many of his charitable projects. Returning could allow him to reclaim that connection without surrendering the independence he and Meghan created in America. Perhaps Harry no longer wants to choose between Britain and California, his family and his freedom, or his royal heritage and his responsibilities as a husband and father. This move could represent his attempt to create balance. Now, the emotional center of this story is undoubtedly, King Charles and his relationship with his younger son and grandchildren. The king has been receiving treatment following his cancer diagnosis, and reports suggest that he welcomes the opportunity to see more of the Sussex family privately. If Harry and Meghan establish a home in Britain, the physical distance separating father and son will become much smaller. Archie and Lilibet may also have a greater opportunity to know their grandfather. Time does not pause while families remain divided. Children grow, parents become older, and health circumstances change. Perhaps Harry now understands that healing does not require pretending that the past never happened. Sometimes it begins when people decide that the future should be completely destroyed by yesterday's pain. However, returning to Britain does not prove that every family disagreement has been resolved. Geographic closeness is not the same as emotional reconciliation. A private home outside London does not mean that Harry will suddenly return to palace balconies, official ceremonies, or regular royal engagements. He simply creates an opportunity for more frequent private contact. Reports about Prince William's alleged reaction must also be treated carefully. Unless William or an unauthorized representative speaks directly, claims about his anger, opposition, or secret conditions remain speculation. The public may want either a dramatic reunion or another royal battle, but real family relationships are much more complicated. Both brothers may still carry pain, disappointment, and unresolved memories that cannot be repaired by a single conversation. Security will remain one of the biggest questions surrounding this decision. The Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, has repeatedly expressed concerns about bringing Meghan and their children to Britain without what he considers adequate protection. If the family is now prepared to live there for an extended period, something may have changed in their private arrangements or in Harry's assessment of the risks. However, the exact security plan has not been disclosed and it should remain private. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet are children. Their school, home address, and daily routine should never become public entertainment. Curiosity does not give anyone the right to compromise their safety. Whatever disagreements exist between the adults, the children must not be placed in the middle of it. Living in Britain could nevertheless give Archie and Lilibet a stronger connection to their British heritage. Archie was born in Britain but has spent most of his childhood in California. Lilibet was born in the United States and named in honor of the late Queen Elizabeth II. Attending school in Britain could allow both children to experience their father's country, traditions, and family relationships more directly while maintaining their American identity through Meghan and their California life. They should not have to choose only one side of themselves, but the children must never be treated as instruments responsible for repairing the royal family. They deserve the freedom to know their relatives and develop those relationships naturally without carrying the burden of years of adult disagreement. Now, Meghan's return will also be closely examined. The Duchess of Sussex has built businesses and media projects outside the monarchy, creating a public identity that is no longer controlled by royal protocol. Returning to Britain does not mean she must surrender those ventures. She may continue managing her work internationally while the family spends extended periods in the United Kingdom. Critics may claim that the Sussexes are returning because their American life failed, because they need money, or because they miss royal attention. But without evidence, those accusations remain speculations. People change their living arrangements for many reasons, including family, education, health, and professional opportunities. Changing direction is not always an admission of failure. Sometimes it simply means that circumstances and priorities have changed. Now, we should remember that Harry and Meghan originally appeared to want a flexible arrangement that would allow them to remain connected to the monarchy while earning their own income and spending time outside Britain. That proposal was not accepted in the form they wanted. Years later, they may now be creating a private version of that lifestyle, financially independent, professionally active, party-based in Britain, and still outside official royal duties. The institution can maintain boundaries concerning their royal status while King Charles quietly develops a personal relationship with his son and his grandchildren. Harry can remain the king's son without becoming a working royal again. Archie and Lilibet can know their grandfather without appearing at every royal ceremony. And this would not necessarily be a royal comeback. It could be a human compromise. So, my famous fam, are we witnessing the beginning of a genuine family reunion, a practical decision for Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, or simply the Sussexes creating another family base? Perhaps the answer is all three. What appears clear is that Harry and Meghan intend to return for an extended period. Their children are expected to begin school in Britain, and the couple will remain non-working members of the royal family. What remains unknown is whether every disagreement has been resolved, how their security will be managed, and whether Harry's relationship with Prince William will improve. The physical distance may be closing, but whether the emotional wounds will also begin to close remains the real question. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss out on our latest analysis. If I have some updates, I'm going to make sure I bring them to you. And until next time, I want you, my returning subscribers, I want to know if you're still here with me. I want you to comment in the comment section below so that I know you're still on the same page with Famous Faces Group TV. Until next time, stay fabulous and take care of